What's up? Right now we're testing PNP biasing using high side transistor NPN. We have PNP and PN. So what will happen is we have the PNP connected to the NPN in common emitter. Then what will happen is when you saturate the NPN, it will activate the PNP with it. So yeah. So what we have, the diagram. Let's have another one. Let's have a new one. One sec. Alright. So we have the source. And we have the PNP. This is its emitter, collector. And you put the load here to the ground. Let's put a reverse bias diode here. Alright. Then what will happen is we have a pull-up transistor, rather pull-up resistor here, 10K, and we have a base, we have a potentiometer here. Then all of this is connected to the PNP, the NPN will be to its collector, then its emitter to the ground, and base will have a 220 ohms to the pin. So what happens here is we know that the PNP when connected to the ground is open. Is operate. It's biased. That's the correct term. Biased. Ground bias. Positive reverse bias. Alright? So, ngayon, nangyayari, we have a potentiometer here varying from 0 to 1K to 10K. So, ang mangyayari, if we vary the base resistor ng PNP to 0, at least, not really 0. Yeah, 0. If you vary to 0, it will have maximum output sa motor. As you can see, ito ngayon ay nag-jumper lang ako pupunta sa base to the connection, and this is the speed. Quite fast. So, naka-0 yon. That's the 0 state. So, if we vary it up to 220 and onwards to something like 1K, we'll see the difference. So, let's get a jumper wire. Or rather, just take this one. Put it there. The reading is 3K. Let's lower it down to 0. Okay. 0 siya ngayon. Should run. Same thing. So, if we vary the base resistor ng PNP to, let's say, yan. 600 ohms. Yan. Quite slow. So, vary the resistance more. 1K to the base. Ayun na. Doesn't open. And if we vary it down a bit more to 220 ohms default, there you go. Higher it up, it gets slower and slower until it doesn't activate anymore. So if we put it to 0, max speed. Now let's go back, let's jump that back in. Ngayon, conclusion. So, conclusion, the more we increase the resistance to the base of this connection, the less current will flow from the load to the load. So, if we just put it to 0, we'll have max speed. It does not, there's no factor to worry about because the one we're activating is the PNP. The NPN down there. So, walang problema dito kasi may resistor naman tayo dito. So, if we just short this, that would be fine. And I've blah 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 blah. I've tried varying the pull out resistor. And if you short this, the system won't work. And so I even tried varying it to 0 to 10K. No difference. At 0, it's not working, but from like 1K to 10K, no difference. Same speed, max speed. So yeah, if you're wondering how this works, if you activate the NPN, it will actually pull the emitter current down to the ground, and we all know that the emitter current passes through the base of the PNP, making it activated shorted. But if it's not activated, if this is not activated, the pull-out resistor just drags current through the base of the PNP, making it closed. Making it open. Reverse biased, rather. So, activate this, biased, PNP. Deactivate this, reverse biased, PNP. So, this PNP right now is acting like a NPN, pero ang magagamit natin yung H-bridge natin with common collector. Sorry. So yeah, that's it. Done.